This week on Shalisa Marie Radio.
Have you guys truly ever been in love?
Yeah.
And what does it feel like?
Damn, you guys are asking me, putting me on the spot. What it feels like? Feels like the warmest blanket ever.
Aww.
It feels like
this nigga.
It brings you. No.
Oh my goodness!
It feels like, you know.
I didn't know men could speak like this.
No,
honestly.
yeah.
All right, mic check, mic check. Welcome back to another episode of Shalisa Marie Radio. Thank you guys all for coming back. We saw all of your responses last week, and we are literally thrilled by the feedback that you were giving us. And I'm also next to my co-host,
Patriciana.
And also at the table with my brothers, the ROTM Podcast. Hello.
I'd ask you what the name of the song is, to be honest. Like, what
was
song
getting
did
to
you
that.
dance to?
Virginity by Vibes Cartel. Don't be mad.
I'm not. But I think what's worse, Fam? What's worse? Slow wine? Or if it's like a
Which
slow
one?
wine or fast wine? What's worse?
Don't care, both.
No. Think about it.
Slow wine.
Slow wine, fam, my heart, dog. If my girl was like, oh, you know, it's like, I just butt dance with this guy. I'm like, fast or slow? Slow. Yo, shoot me, dog.
Yeah.
Welcome.
Hey, what's up? How you guys
Welcome. Thank you for coming. I'm well. How are you?
doing? I'm blessed.
How's your...
Hungry, but, you know,
A little hungry, damn.
it's morning time for me.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
You didn't feed yourself?
Listen, we had a late night last night.
Me too. I was literally out until like 4 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
A mess. So today, fellas, we are here to figure you out.
Oh.
We women are
We're
struggling.
gonna dissect you today.
Yeah,
Okay.
we're struggling. A lot of my girlfriends are struggling. So I'm here to get the answers for them and for you ladies watching so we can just like have healthy, successful relationships.
Okay.
Okay, so the other week, I actually went on my Instagram and asked my followers, like, men, do you guys look for relationships that are stimulating, relationships that carry substance? Because during that week, like I just said, my girlfriends have been struggling with this problem. A lot of their partners were lacking depth. We're lacking substance. We're lacking attention towards their way.
Why are they dating these people, dog?
Well, you know what I've learned? Relationships aren't always going to be butterflies and, full of like tulips and like romance all the time. So that's okay. But we just want to dig deeper into the mindset of a man because I feel like women and men think on very two different perspectives.
Yeah.
So, do you guys care to stimulate a woman's mind? So, when we asked this question, something that was consistent throughout the results were that men do this to enhance sexual chemistry with a woman, or if they see something that they want to build on with this woman, or they want to settle down with her. So, what do you guys think? Do you guys agree with that?
I mean, just the way I carry myself, like I'm just that type of nigga. Like
This is what I'm saying. It's either it comes naturally or it doesn't.
Or you're trying to, because I feel like you can feel it when the person's forcing, like, so tell me about yourself.
Yeah.
It's like you're doing some shit you've seen in a movie.
You shouldn't be forcing it.
But like, if I'm genuinely asking some like psychological type questions of like, okay, why do you do this behavior, or like, do you think it's because of this? Sometimes I have to find myself stopping because I feel like people are like, are you psychoanalyzing me? And it's like I'm not doing that. I'm just trying to find out more about you.
Yes.
So I just do that. It's my second nature.
God bless you.
Yeah.
Coty, what
for
about
me,
you?
Naturally, I just ask questions all the time. Like every time I'm encountering someone or I'm meeting someone new, I'm always intuitive to know like what is their like what are they about? Like
Yes.
how have you come to,
Be
think like
who
this?
you are.
Exactly, right? So it's by nature I'm always like that. So I just gotta know. And sometimes it's also for the man too. I don't know. Some men probably when they look at a different type of female or whatever it is that she shows him, he probably will like invest into that. So I don't know if it's sexual energy or I don't know. It's just a whole bunch of things. It depends on what she throws on him first, I believe.
Can you expand on that?
Yeah, what she throws on him first.
So like, let's say he approaches her, right? And he, you know what I mean? She gives off a different type of energy. I don't know, like energy is like,
it's just
different. It depends on how you receive, how you feel it. Like you can meet a woman and you can feel that she's genuine.
Yeah.
You can feel a woman that she's intuitive, like she's smart, she's witty. Yeah, you know what I mean? Depending on the conversation you guys first have at hand, or you can catch her at a party. She gives you crazy wine.
Yeah.
Oh, that one, I want to crush it.
Yeah.
So it depends. It really depends. And then based on that, in the second encounter, you guys can probably find a way to how to
meet in the middle.
Yeah. So do you let her set the tone then? Because it sort of sounds like
Yeah.
It sounds like whatever she presents to you first, you're kind of like, all right, you're this type of person,
And you go with it, but you don't initiate it first.
You beta, fam. I'm kidding.
I ain't
Like you meet her at a party and she's giving you the wickedest wine. You're like, oh, this girl's probably a freak, you know?
Yeah, then I'm just like, then I'm gonna be all right, freak section.
But that's you can't do that. You have to okay, she's a freak, but also let me find out more about her. You know?
Exactly, yeah.
Because I'll be more surprised when you find out like I'm actually like mad smart and I'm like I've studied whatever fucking neuroscience. You're like, who the fuck are you?
Yeah, who are you?
Those are layers, though. Like I said,
That's true.
Yeah.
Okay, so how long does that take to go to bend those layers down? Like, for example, is 4 months enough to break down layers with a person? Do you need more time?
Listen, time for me is not even a real thing. Like,
okay.
I don't count the months. Like I can be talking to someone. She's like, "Oh, we've been talking for 6 months." I'm like, "For real?" Like, I'm still remembering your name, but it's not even like about. That sounds fucked up.
This person, I'm still remembering your name.
That makes you sound so nasty, like a fuckboy. That's not the case.
Yeah,
it's more of like time doesn't matter for me. Like we're just vibing.
It's true. For me personally, I don't look at the I look at the time spent, conversations and topics that were touched upon. You know what I mean? And how open you were. Like I don't really look at the time per se. It's just more about the conversations.
Quality.
The quality of time.
Yeah,
and conversations as well too. That's the one thing.
You can know someone for years and not know anything about them, or just not get along with them, and then you can meet someone and only know them for a month, and it feels like forever.
Also,
in the most positive way.
Yeah, that's also true. So I feel like for me, like I try to avoid the time because I don't want it to, like I know what they're thinking. I feel like for women, they're very conscious of time, and they're like we move in milestones.
Yeah,
and I'm trying to like me not being aware of the time is me shaking that off. Like, be like fuck the milestones, like just keep going.
Just keep going. Just be.
Yeah. So it's like but not every girl's patient like that.
We're not
in the talking stage for 3 years.
Yeah,
okay. No, talking for 3 years.
That's wrong, Duke. That's wrong. 3 years talking? I mean, what is talking?
What are you talking about for 3 years?
Everything and anything. You know what I mean? It's just like about life,
and being friends. I think that
I'm not friends with them.
What?
Listen, that's so dishonest. Because if I want to pursue you sexually, and more than that, I'm not gonna call you my friend.
No. But when I say friends, I mean like I need to be able to be Dwayne Wade and Gabrielle Union. They are niggas, best friends, like best friends, lovers, and friends, literally.
Yeah,
so I think that it's very important to build that friendship base with a guy or a girl in the beginning, because over time maybe your sexual life or your intimate life might fall down to like a peak where you guys are maybe just in a space where like you don't get along. But if the friendship is strong that you built from the beginning, then the relationship will always like last.
That's interesting. I don't know. I feel like for me, like it just feels dishonest to call them my friend at the start. But I know what you're talking about. Like, of course, like me and my girl
you're
right
just
now,
being realistic about it. Yeah,
we have a friendship, of course. But like, she asked me that like when we were talking, she's like, "Are we friends?"
Yeah.
I'm like, no.
You said no?
I said no.
Were you guys friends before like you guys were sexual?
Yeah, by definition, yeah. But I still wouldn't call her my friend because
she's not your best friend.
Right? Yes, she is.
Okay.
But in the moment, it just felt dishonest. I'm not, because I'm not your friend. I have intentions of more than friendship.
And you know what? Kudos to you to not saying like what she wants to hear.
Yeah, of course, bro. She hates me for that. You know what I mean? So
those ones hurt.
Yeah.
Those
we
ones
love
hurt.
honesty.
Yeah.
Even if it hurts.
Yeah.
So, what do you guys think as women we can do to help you guys feel more confident or open with us in order to build and grow?
How can we serve you as your woman? What is something that you need from a woman, a wife, from a companion?
Yeah.
I got a list, to be honest.
Let's go down the list.
You know what I mean? Because I feel as though like a man, a man has to have vision for himself, know where he wants to be. And his woman, you know what I mean, should be able to understand what he wants to do and find ways how to be an asset.
Amen.
It's really important because if we're together, we gotta get money together. But obviously, like having sex and eating and all that's cool. But like, based on my dreams and my vision and yours too, because I'm not a selfish person. We gotta work things.
I'm kidding.
we gotta find ways to help each other and upgrade each other. That's super important. Like that, I think that's one of the most like getting to that level is like one of the best qualities ever.
Amen.
So motivation.
It's more than that. It's words of affirmation. So many words like what is that thing when you acts of service?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, you're spitting the love languages right
Yeah,
now.
yeah,
Literally,
literally.
Yes.
Act of
Physical
service.
touch and quality time.
Okay, so men, see how, these men know their love languages. It is very important in a relationship to know your partner's love language. I need to be able to love you the way you need to be loved, and you need to be able to love me the way I need to be loved, even if like it's not what we want.
And
for
it's
ourselves.
not a weird topic. Like, I think that it's important if you want to build with someone. So, because some guys are like,
why do I need to know my love language or
I don't
your
know.
love language?
You should know.
Yeah. But to answer your question from earlier, I feel like you have to, don't make me feel like I can be anyone.
Oh,
because a lot of times women want companionship, relationship. They don't look for who the individual is. They look for X. So if you're just a filler character, you can feel that. Of like, okay, let's go do boyfriend things. You know what I mean? Let's go do this. Let's go do Instagram picture. I could be anyone. You know what I mean? But it's like, I need you to know that you know me, and you're like, okay, I'm selecting you. That's the difference.
Duke.
Like choosing to be there and just being like, it's a different thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
The individual.
Exactly.
Yes, you're right. And also, like, I feel like for me, an example, like I always used to like go to social media and see like a Black couple and the husband's taking out, his wife's hair. Now I want that.
Yeah.
And I had a friend who tried to do that with their partner, and their boyfriend was like, "Babe, no, like what?" And she's like, "So if I didn't have arms, you wouldn't help me take out my hair?" Because she saw it from social media though, right? Yeah. So we also need to like not compare social media couples to like real life, because you don't even know what's happening in these relationships online either. Yeah.
Because it's just for the picture.
I was saying that the other day, like a lot of the things that we see on social media, because like before hopping on social media, you have your own perspective on certain things, right? And then it's like even for Twitter or like Instagram, you see a post, you just look at it, right? And then probably sometimes you go into the comments, and then your whole outlook on the post and your perception of what it is totally changes. And that's the power of social media, which is, I think it's sad. It's a double-edged sword, to be honest.
Yeah.
It can motivate you and destroy what you got. You
no longer are grateful for what you have, when it is the most beautiful thing, even if it's in a different way from what you see on Instagram. Yeah,
exactly, because like really like social media is really just a bunch of highlights, right? Like you're not seeing the BTS, you're not seeing how they got there, you're not seeing even if that's the reality. But it's disgusting, because you find yourself always comparing, and you're never going to be happy. And that's the thing I need to work on, because
that's me right now
a lot of time. But the thing is, you kind of need it to see where you're at, which is not true. I don't know if that's true. I'm still fighting that with myself.
It's kind of like, it is true, but it's also not, right? Because like for example, like Kylie Jenner, she's the same age as me, 97, and she's a billionaire, and I'm here, you know? But like, I am happy where I'm at and like how far I've come, and like I'm excited for where I'm going. And I don't like, also to think, if I was a billionaire right now, like what would I be doing with my life? Like where do I want to go from there?
And would I enjoy it? A lot comes with,
would I enjoy it? Like,
a lot more responsibility comes with that.
Right. And I enjoy my life. I enjoy everything that I'm doing and the new adventures that I've been pursuing. So, and I think you posted the other day, it's like not about the destination, but like enjoying the journey. As you get there.
Oh my goodness. I learned that so much, especially through the building of this podcast and this production studio. Like, I found myself in the beginning, like just stressing about everything, like one after the other, and not taking in like, like this is so much better than a 9-to-5. And like, I'd rather be here than anywhere else. So I need to enjoy the journey before I get to the top. And then I'm like, now what? So that's like really important. I don't know what Bible verse this is, but it says comparison is the thief of joy.
Honestly, I was gonna get that tatted. I was actually gonna get that tatted.
It's
really
real.
I didn't even know it's a Bible verse. When I read them, I'm like, this is
I'm gonna find out.
Facts.
I don't know which one, but comparison is the thief of your joy. Don't compare yourself to anybody. What you have is meant for you. It's the most beautiful thing.
And even like just like the podcasting, you're doing it. Like my sisters always have to remind me, like, no, you're doing it. Like, and then E-Man also, like, you know what I mean? He was like, you've been saying for years, like, I'm gonna get the thing. He kept hitting me. Did you have the mics? Did you get the mics? Like, I'm like, I'm gonna get it. It's money. He's like, but you have to do it. And it's like, I did it. You know what I mean? It's like just being there and being like chilling with my niggas or whatever. Like, doing the episode, like, you're actually doing
Big
it.
yourself up.
Exactly.
I'm proud of him.
Hype yourself up, man.
I'm proud of Duke,
But
for
then
real.
You took a break, right?
Yeah. But then even like as a creator, like, you get in your headspace like, fuck, bro, I'm not getting the numbers I want to get. I'm not.
Look
it's
at
not even
that.
the vision that I want.
Yes.
It's like, but you have to you have to do the push-ups. You know what I mean? It's like you don't wake up with the fucking Arnold Schwarzenegger chest.
Yeah.
You gotta do the work. So yeah.
It's so true.
Yeah.
Amen. So what is love to you guys?
Have you guys truly ever been in love?
Yeah.
And what does it feel like?
Please,
I'm a
I really
top
want to
feeler,
know the male's perspective on love because I'm just very curious.
Damn, you guys are asking me, putting me on the spot. What it feels like? Feels like the warmest blanket ever.
Aww.
It feels like
This nigga.
it brings you. No.
Oh
it
my
literally-
goodness!
It feels like, you know.
I didn't know men could speak like this.
No,
honestly.
yeah.
It does. Like there's no better feeling. It's kind of like it's who you. I don't explain. It's just
What
like
was
it's
you read yesterday?
No, I'm just telling you like
Keep
how it
reading,
makes me feel. You know what I mean?
please.
Like you've had a bad day. This is the one person you're thinking about. Like I just want to tell her about this. She's my comfort. You know what I mean?
Love.
Love.
It's something beautiful, you know. Nah, some real, you know.
Yeah.
Love is
Have you been in love, Koti?
yes,
Truly.
truly. Yes, in a way, but I feel as though like love is it's not complicated, but it's like when you factor in the reality of things, you know, men and women, you're not always gonna look eye to eye. You know what I
Yes.
mean? In situations and stuff like that. So like sometimes growing like we're getting older and stuff like that, and like your first girlfriend, you thought you were in love, shit didn't work out. The next one, you know what I'm saying? So it's like love is like it's the admiration and the appreciation of the actual person that you have presently, you know?
But I think that's a difference, like loving someone and being in love with someone. Like obviously, like maybe you were in love with your first girlfriend or whatever, but that grew to just like loving that person because you guys didn't agree on maybe things that you thought were important to be
We're
in love with
necessity
someone,
to
right?
be in love.
So, like for me, like I would say that I thought I was in love as well. I do think I was in love. But eventually that grew to just like loving that person from afar because we just don't see eye to eye and like realizing when it's time to step
To close the
back.
door.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just because like you do love that you are in love with that person that you just want to make it work.
Yeah.
Right. So, and it's like, I guess like deciphering your feelings from reality.
Yes.
Like this is what it is. It's not what you thought it was. And I guess that's a difference of loving and being in love.
Being in love.
Because
Wow.
honestly, love is not
Beautiful.
enough.
Oh,
Like,
what's love got to do with it?
People always think like love is like it's gonna no, it's not. It's like you said, it's the values. It's willing to put the work in. You know what I mean? Because like you guys can love each other, but be on opposite spectrums when it comes to I don't know politics or something.
Yeah,
and it's like that's going to impact the way you're raising kids, the way you view the world.
Talk about
and
it.
It's like we don't work. We love each other, but we don't work.
Yeah.
Do opposites attract?
Sometimes, yeah. But they
Now
don't
that you
last.
said that, because that's like two people coming from two different spectrums coming together. If they can't agree, it's just like I can relate to this most when it comes to like parents being in the church. Like my mom is in the church, my dad's not. So like they would call that unequally yoked in the church in terms of like it's a battleship in terms of two people being spiritually like on the same level opposed to two people not being on the same level. And then that kind of like just naturally affects relationships.
But are they, not to be too invasive, are they still together?
Yeah, they're still
so,
together.
like, I feel like they're willing to put the work in, you know what I mean? Because some people will be like, you're not in the church? That's too much. I can't do it.
It is a deal breaker for
It is
a lot
a deal
of people.
breaker.
Exactly, yeah.
My parents are the same though.
Yeah.
And you know, growing up, like I would watch my parents dispute about their beliefs in front of me, you know. But it's a good thing because my dad is like my mom is religious. My dad's more of like a realist, so I was able to get both perspectives, you know. Like one would say God would do it, one would say make a plan, look over it. You know what I mean? Use your.
That's still
use
okay.
It's like use the stuff that are around you. Like nothing is gonna come off from the sky. One would say, "Yo, everything's gonna come from the sky." You see?
It's funny because my parents, they're both spiritual, religious, you know, but they do that sometimes too, where it's like they're in a situation where they have no idea how the solution's gonna come from or whatever. They're like, you know what, we can only do what we can, and then the rest is like God's gonna help out.
Leave it to
and
God.
then sometimes the other one is like, what are you talking about? We have to do something. It's like, hey, trust me, we're gonna be fine, and then they come out of the situation, you know. So it's crazy.
What expectations do you need
have for yourself?
Have for yourself in a relationship?
I mean, like, bro, I'm the king of talking. You know what I mean? Like, I don't like letting things fester.
Yeah.
I don't like if there's any kind of issue, I address it head on. Like, I'm not trying to be my girl's therapist, but we need to be able to talk like for real. Yeah. And that's my thing. If you don't want to talk, that's gonna be one of those things where it's like, I don't know, man. Like, you know. So I make it a point to have to listen to her.
So what if you like met someone who's like maybe in the middle of like their healing journey and like they have a bit of baggage, like they still are like searching for themselves? Are you gonna like continue talking to that person, or would you rather just kind of like back off and wait for them to heal, or and just like not talk to them at all?
I feel like I would talk to them for a bit, and then I see like, okay, is this something that I can handle? Is this something that's gonna affect me? Like, am I gonna be their rock?
Yeah,
because that's not gonna work. I can't be the person that you're always coming to when shit's going left, because I have my own shit that I have to worry about too. So again, that's something you have to keep in your mind going into it. Like, can I handle this?
Yeah,
you know,
that's a big question.
Yeah,
Koti?
Me per se, I would say that like I have to for that question that you asked. I would honestly let it be known, like let the problem be known, like black and white. You know, this is what's going on, and I feel as though this is what you're facing. I feel as though, you know, I assessed everything, and these are the steps that where you can do to get to the green side, right? Where the grass is greener. And like I feel as though you can do this, and give a little motivation, all that. But then if I see that you're not really understanding what I'm trying to say or explain and all that, I kind of have to let the universe, the world, just trying to teach you or help you. You know, maybe I'm not that next level. Maybe I'm not that person. I'm not the bridge right now. Yeah. Maybe I'm just not that bridge. You know, it's not that I gave up, but it's like, yo, I'll put myself in the back end, and I'll try to see like you do it on your own. You know. Yeah. And I just grew like I've gone through situations where I've met a woman like that, and you know, that had baggage, this, that, and the third, and I've tried. You know.
Yeah. Like, can I be like? Am I supposed to be your therapy? Or like, am I supposed? I don't know. Like, it's hard, even down to friendships too. Like,
let it be known, though.
What do you do in those?
I'm really blunt with that. Kind of stuff.
I've had friendships like that where it's like every time things are going left, shit comes to me, and like, you know, like after a certain point, like I think I was after like a few months, even like a year or something. I'm like, yo, when you tell me these things, it actually affects me.
Yeah,
you know, and
that's okay to tell people that.
Yeah, and you know what I mean. It's like it's hard to bring up. It's kind of like someone saying "fuck you" to your problems. Yeah, I'm looking out for me.
You gotta think about yourself. I always say like, I try at least for my friends, especially if I'm venting to them. My one friend will be like, "Are you like in the mental space to take in what I'm about to like let you know, because it's bad. Like, my life is bad right now. Are you in the mental space to hear me out?" Because and I think that's very respectful of the other, instead of just like calling someone and then just straight out venting to them, not even knowing like what kind of day that they're having as well, right?
Yeah.
I think for me, I'm different. Like, my friends generally come to me and talk about their problems, but I'm able to like detach that, you know, like I'm going to give you my advice and say what I have to say. If you don't take my advice, then that's on you.
That's on you.
You know?
Does it bug you? Keep it a buck.
If does it bug me that they don't take? Yeah, because then they'll come back to me and be like, "This happened to them," and like it's so hard for me not to say, "I told you so," but I told you so.
And sometimes those situations go on for like years, like the same advice over and over and over again with the same suspect.
And it's like, it's hard because I'll be like, okay, step back and take a look at yourself. Like, you're having the same results from the same situation. So maybe it's your actions that you need to look at, not the other person.
Just talking about,
Then they'll get upset.
Of course. What? Accountability? Yo, I say this all the time. Women and accountability, bro, they're beefing.
They don't
so we were just talking about this. We were saying that like a lot of girls, I can speak for myself. Yeah. When I go to my girls and vent about a guy, they're just like, cut him off, fuck him, or like, you know, like just attacking the man instead of asking their girlfriend, like, maybe what about you? Like, what are you doing wrong in the relationship that might have resulted into this? So we need to be better ladies in terms of just like holding our girlfriends accountable as well, and not just going straight for the man all the time and just being like, drop him.
Yeah.
You know?
Exactly.
So we actually have an Ask FM where we get all of our followers to ask us random questions anonymously or from themselves.
Yeah.
So we're just going to answer some of the questions for you guys right now.
Yeah.
Ooh, okay, this is a fun one. If you could return to the past, what concert or festival would you go to? Definitely Janae Aiko for me.
Summer Walker.
Ooh.
Nah, Michael Jackson Bad Tour.
Okay, so we're going to go like legendary.
You went to that tour?
You didn't go
No,
to
if
that
you-
tour. You wish.
Oh.
No, if you could
2 years
go.
old, dog.
I would love to go. My parents went to the Michael Jackson concert for a date. Isn't that fucking
Your
elite?
dad, bro. That's a really
Isn't
good
that
move.
elite?
I'm taking
Yeah.
you to MJ show.
That's a whole
That's
nother level.
crazy.
Fam.
Yeah.
That's a good date.
I would definitely want to see Whitney.
Whitney. I still want to go to Tomorrowland. Haven't made it there yet.
Oh, that would
That's
be
I
it.
will
GDM,
one
right?
that would be a
day,
trip.
Yeah.
But it's like so sick. There's like different. It's huge, and it's in Belgium. Like, why would I want to go?
Yeah.
Have you guys ever been to Dream Weekend in Jamaica?
No, what's that?
It's like a party that goes on for the whole week in Jamaica. Like there's like
Like
it's like
around Carnival?
Caravana, but like all
Oh.
week, and it's like unlimited drinks all
That's
week. It's called
dangerous,
Dream
bro.
Weekend.
I can't
Dream
do that.
Weekend.
Dream Weekend.
Is
You
it-
guys should look
You
into
better be
it.
single for that.
Yeah, you definitely.
I'm definitely going.
You can't be in a relationship and go there.
Over the years, how has your relationship with sex changed?
The sigh.
I'm not gonna front. Like the older I'm getting, the freaker I'm getting. That's all I gotta say. You know.
So you're more open
in
to doing
tune.
things? So let's just say your girl comes to you with some kinky shit and it kind of freaks you out. Would you still try it?
Like, what type
I
of
hope
kinky-
you
no,
do.
no, no, hold on. What,
I hope you
no,
do.
what type
Listen,
of kinky
I'm not
shit we
getting
talking
penetrated.
about?
I have some things where it's like I
we're
can't
not
do
doing
that.
What do you mean?
I'm not getting no fingers in the booty. I'm not
Okay.
getting.
Okay.
I won't front. I've been getting a lot of females be talking about, I don't know, y'all be doing your research, but like I be getting like, oh my gosh,
We really do
you know,
know.
where's the man's G spot?
It makes you come harder.
It
No.
makes you come.
I heard
have
that
you-
the other day in a
you know
radio
what
show.
I'm
The goosh.
Yeah, I like the
You
way.
wouldn't let her lick the goosh?
It's called a good.
Yeah, but that's too
Goosh.
close. Some people like
Yeah.
you know they dip into the ass. Like, yo, chill out.
Yeah.
Apply pressure.
Yeah.
Yo, man, if she does that, I'm like, yo, relax, bro. Like,
Apply pressure
Your,
where?
I don't
no
know
one's
if I
ever
could do
touched your
it.
gooch?
What is a gooch?
Gooch, it's
like-
right
it's
in between
under
your
your, you
anus
know?
and like your balls,
it's
right
that
in
spot,
between.
right, you know?
Yeah. Oh, I know that spot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You're not just there pushing your gooch. That's crazy, bro. Yeah, no. Like, just
No.
poking that shit, yo, relax, respect me.
Respect me.
At that point, you're trying to finger me, you know? If you're looking.
Yeah, basically. It's basically that.
Yeah.
It's basically that.
But nah, hold on, to answer the question.
Yeah.
I feel like, honestly, younger, I was more scared. Like in high school, like I didn't lose my virginity till like 18, like after high school, right? Because during high
that's
school,
good.
you're scared. I'm like, I don't want to be looking stupid. I don't want to get anyone pregnant. Worse, I don't want to be in a situation where it's like I'm in the room with the girl. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. She's gonna tell all her friends. Like he tried to put in my belly button.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I don't want to be in that
You
situation.
lasted 1 minute.
Nah,
Oh, no.
Nah, I feel like for me, like, I would be way too nervous where it's like, you'll never nut. Like, the very first time I had sex, I didn't nut because I was so nervous.
Really?
Oh my god, guys actually do this.
Yeah.
They hold their nuts.
But it's not holding. It was out of my control. It's you're too nervous.
Can you hold it?
Yeah.
Does it hurt?
No.
Some-
Like,
No.
what is the point? Because some guys actually like hold it.
To be honest,
Like,
I
edging? Like, that's
Yeah,
some freak nigga shit. You don't know about that. But, yeah.
coming for him.
to be honest, I've done that before though. Like I've given pleasure to a woman and that's it.
And you don't want a nut though?
Nah, I be chilling. Just watch her react.
And she was okay with you not nutting? She was okay with that?
You never
Like,
had a
you
guy
not.
eat you out and you don't give him anything?
Yeah, no, I have. But like, I've had a specific guy that like purposely held their nut. Like, it was a regular thing for them during sex. Like, they
Yeah, but
didn't, like, it was all the time. Like,
it's like
they
Dr.
just
Umar
held
niggas,
it.
like semen
No.
retention. That's a
But
thing
it-
as well.
It's
Oh my
true,
god,
though.
to hold, remember? I sent that to you.
Told you.
Yeah. It's
To-
good. It's
It's
It's like
good.
good for
energy.
you, yeah.
It is. That's why I've done, like I've played
That
with my
kinda
body
makes
so
sense.
much that
I be
I've
wasting
done
so
things
much
like
nut,
that.
bro.
Oh, like you've tried like not
I've
to
done
nut.
that. Like a lot of things.
Nah, never.
Interesting.
Yeah, sometimes you gotta please your woman. Just let her.
You
Just
can
let
do
her
both.
be.
But I wanna
But
please
sometimes
you
when you're built
too.
different, you can do both. You feel
No,
me?
you
Like,
can
Nah,
please
it's
me.
always both.
I
But
mean, I
sometimes you gotta
guess.
like you know.
Nah. All right.
I like to please, but if you're gonna leave me on my back, like I'm not gonna say no.
But
Yeah.
what makes you feel insecure in a relationship?
Fuck. Vulnerable as fuck. Cody, take it away. I'm still thinking of mine.
For me, what makes me insecure, I would say when she her depiction on certain things, like when she puts it on me, like she expects me to do these certain things, like, oh, you're supposed to be doing this as a man, or you're supposed to, you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
Like that really bothers me because it's like, yo, you don't even know like this. Are you taking account like the stage that we're in?
Yeah.
For me to be moving that type of way.
So is it the way she says it, or
it's not even in the way. It's just don't expect things that you hear from your girls or stories you've heard or your fears. Don't put that stuff on me. Like your fears, I hate when people put fears upon other people. Like, you know what I mean? Don't put your limitations on me.
Yep.
Like,
or things that have happened in the past on me.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But I think it's still good to talk about like I dealt with this in the past, not putting it on you, but like just to let you know, like I've experienced
and
this
is why I'm moving like this.
Yeah, but sometimes it's like you obviously have a conversation about that, but then you'll see the result it's built into her character, and so you can see it,
and then it's just
there
who she is.
Exactly, right?
Yeah,
so that's like it's something to battle, and like something that brings up my insecurities in a way.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good to know.
Damn. Yeah. For me, I don't know. I don't have a specific thing, but I feel like it's just making me feel unsure of us. Because I chose to be here, right? So if I'm getting the vibe that like whatever the way she's moving, like if she's moving in a way that's like, oh, I don't really want to be in this situation, you know what I mean? That makes me feel like, what the fuck? Like I'm like, okay, what is it?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I don't understand. Like I thought I knew what everything was going on. Now I don't. Like what the fuck? You know what I mean? I need to know what's going on. So I feel like that. But
for sure,
for the Coty thing, I don't know. I feel like that's also maybe an insecurity of mine because I get ahead of that. Like I make sure that I'm providing, even when situations where I shouldn't be doing that. Like. As a student, sometimes you can't afford to go on dates all the time.
Yeah.
But for some reason, I'm pulling out the credit card. Why am I doing that? It's an insecurity. You know what I mean? So now that you're in a space where it's like you're working and you have, you know what I mean? Even then, you should be saving towards something. But sometimes you find yourself being like, hey, like I'm the man. I'm supposed to provide. I'm supposed to do this. But I'm lucky that my girl, she's like, we had a conversation over the weekend. She's like, I didn't ask for all that. Like, I don't care about those things.
Yep.
You're like, I'm here for you. So I don't have to worry about like, oh, he didn't buy me this. Like, even when I get expensive presents, she's kind of like, oh, cool.
Yeah.
You know, so
or like, babe, you didn't even have
those
to
are
do
the best
that.
ones.
Exactly.
The best ones. Keepers.
So it's strange to deal with because you always expect women to be like, I want this, I want that. So if you're already in the mindset, okay, she wants this, I'm gonna spend 10 racks.
And a lot of guys approach you like that. Like trying to prove that they can like provide you materialistic things, and it's like, yo, I wear Zara. Like I don't have anything designer. You don't have to worry about that.
Yeah.
What about you, Shlisa? What makes you feel insecure in a relationship?
Definitely, honestly, I'm an attention thief. Like, if I don't get your attention,
she said.
If I don't get your attention, I'm literally gonna start thinking like, what happened? Because pardon?
What's your sign?
Aries.
Okay.
What's yours?
Gemini.
Oh, no way.
Okay, you're a Gemini.
I got air vibes. I was gonna say Libra, honestly, but yeah.
Okay. Yeah, like I just don't like that. Like, I mean, maybe this is just reality, but in the beginning of every relationship, it's just like we're talking all the time, and like, you know, you're into me and I'm into you, and then all of a sudden, like, you don't be calling me no more. You only call me once a day. Or like I only hear from you for like 5 minutes, and then I start becoming insecure in terms of like, am I not
Did I do something
exciting to talk to anymore? Like, have I like
regret
bitch too much? Now you're like turned off from me. Like, I just need to know. And sometimes when you don't communicate why you're not giving me attention, I start to become insecure. And somebody told me the other day, like, I have to be considerate of the other person and that they may be going through their own stuff. And maybe that's why it's resulting in the lack of attention. So I'm just trying to better myself and be less selfish.
Yeah.
Because I'm really like just in the moment snap, like instead of thinking about it and then approaching the person. So I'm just trying to work on that. But yeah, that's definitely what can make me insecure.
I have a question for you guys. Do you guys have boundaries, or how do you guys feel if your boyfriend was like you trying to do something, he's setting a boundary, like no, like I don't know how to, let's say I don't know, like he's prioritizing his own time.
I have to let him
what are
do
you
that.
doing? I want to talk on the phone. I'm doing nothing.
Oh,
but it's
hell
my
no.
nothing.
Oh, well, okay.
You know what I mean?
See how I
that's the
snapped right on the
difference.
moment?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, no, I definitely think me time is important,
Very
but
important.
But-
one thing that ticks me is, okay,
If it's
you
too
can
long.
have your me time, whatever. But like, if I'm talking to you or like texting you, and like your me time involves you being on social media, watching my posts, and liking people's shit, and not responding to me, then that's going to
dissing.
tick me
That's
off.
what I'm saying. So women are like, me time is good if it's 15 minutes. You know what I mean? It's like, all right,
Basically.
me time's over.
Or if I'm
Not if
sleeping.
it's 15 minutes, but just communicate that, you know?
Communicate it. That's it.
I feel
But, like,
ignored.
but-
I don't
but-
like feeling ignored.
Exactly.
But me time is me time, though.
I
So you
respect
can't really
that.
So you say, I'm having me time. I say, okay, babe,
It's like, this is
enjoy
me
your
time.
me
Don't just
time.
not message me. Like,
It's like the frame. This is me time, and you guys are creeping into the frame. That's what you guys are doing by saying like respond to my text.
but we also are in a relationship where communication matters.
is
It
key.
is us two in this. So
You're right.
we need to know, like, I need to know that, okay, at this moment, you're having meditation and self-reflection time. Okay, I will respect your space. But when you just don't message me and then I see you on Instagram and it's been about 7 hours, I do count.
Yeah.
Like, that's when it's like, okay, like you're tripping and like,
you're right.
what are we doing? You know?
But I agree with Shalisa with the attention thing. Like, don't come with all this energy. You're messaging me every day. Like, you can't keep your hands off me. You want to see me every day. And then, like,
all of
2
a
months
sudden,
in, all of a sudden,
you're
like,
comfortable.
you talk to me once a day. Maybe I see you once a week. Like,
After 2
I get
months?
it. Life
That's
hits
crazy.
everyone, you know? And, like, so I get that.
Have you guys
But-
ever met? Have you guys ever met an individual where he has like snatched your attention for like a hot minute? Like, I'm not talking about 2 months. I'm talking about 6 months straight. Just going back and forth. Does that ever happen?
Yes, like I'm used to guys that like want to talk to me all the time, you know? So like when I do like meet a guy that's like not like that, I'm like, what's wrong with you?
Yeah, because
Like,
now you know it's
what-
possible.
Yeah.
Huh?
So
But like for me also, okay, like
He
one
said,
guy,
huh?
one guy, like he, like if I didn't respond for like an hour or two, he'd be like, "What are you doing?" You know. So
Exactly.
like that, I think that also put a battery in my back. That like now that when I talk to guys that don't need to talk to me all the time, I'm like, "What are you doing?
What are we doing?"
You know?
Because
So-
we've experienced a relationship where it went exactly how we manifested.
Yeah.
But
So-
that was also his insecurities because he thought that I was out doing something when I knew I wasn't, you
Yeah.
know, and maybe I didn't want to talk all the time. So I think that's like readjusting myself
Yeah,
and
we always-
like knowing that that's my insecurity, I
Yeah.
guess.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's been projected onto
self-reflection.
me and now I've inhibited that insecurity.
But
which I
don't feel bad
like.
for still wanting that though. Like still wanting what you want.
Yeah.
Because I feel like sometimes we're like, okay, like let me just like bend a little just because like you're just trying to, I guess, work
them
with the
halfway, yeah.
person.
But you kind of do, like, not everyone's the same, you know? So, like, you kind of do have to bend a little and
Yeah, of
open
course.
to...
But don't bend too much because then it's like you're settling, and then by the time you're like 2 years in, you're not going to be satisfied because it's going to feel like like you taught him now. But I guess you could teach a guy something.
Like, I'll say things twice. If I say it twice and after that you're doing it again, then I'm just gonna...
That's a great rule.
Then I'm just gonna fall back
So
because obviously you're not listening.
Yeah. Or just maybe that's just not you.
Yeah, but I feel like I do that sometimes too, but it feels kind of toxic. You know what I mean? Like, it's kind of like, I told you about this twice, you didn't do it.
Exactly. I feel like a bully.
Exactly.
I'm
like,
well,
How many
Oh,
times do I have
man.
to say
I
it for
told
you
you
to
twice,
listen?
you didn't do it. I put that as a note. You failed.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's kind of fucked.
That is me.
Hey, in school you get one chance. You fail that test, that's it.
That is
So-
literally me. Like, so nothing's wrong with that, right?
I don't know. I feel like something might be because we're not really we're not really communicating correctly because we feel a certain way about it still, even after the second time they did it again, right?
Yeah.
But now you're just being like suppressing it. So, is that right?
Yo, to be honest, I sometimes felt like relationships are like a job, yo.
It is a
It
lot.
is a
Man, I
job.
said
Oh,
that
it's
last
work.
Be
night.
feeling like a corporate job.
Deadass,
You're
it's
right,
too
yeah.
much.
It's too much.
Waking up early, doing overtime, not getting paid for it.
That's what I'm saying.
It's like
like-
paying for all the dinners. Like, yo, come on, fam.
Fam.
It's a lot. No, like we were saying this, I think, on the first podcast. Like now you have to think about the other person. You have to watch what you say, even though your intention isn't to offend them, but they might be offended. So now I got to think, okay, how am I going to word this? If I don't message them in the morning, they're going to feel away. So don't forget to text them. Like there's just so many
I
things
think that
that
sorry to interrupt. Yeah, I
go
think
on.
if bro, like with my girl, like I say mad things that offend her, but we have that type of relationship where it's like, you can say that shit to me back. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
we have to goof on each other.
Yes, you guys sound like best friends.
Yeah, we're
I
really
like
good
that.
friends. Yeah, like
I like that.
And that's how it should be.
That's how it should be.
Yeah. Yeah.
God bless you.
Thank you.
Are you in a relationship, Koti?
It's complicated.
It's complicated.
What's complicated about it?
That's crazy. I can't really disclose my current situation, you know.
My client cannot speak on this.
Case closed.
So are you gonna wife it or?
It's complicated.
No further questions.
I appreciate it.
No, for real. Are you gonna wife it or what?
The future's bright. It's just, you know,
getting affairs in order, cutting, trimming the hedges.
Well, she's a lawyer.
Yeah.
Well, that is the end of episode 5. Thank you guys all for tuning in to another episode of Shalisa Marie Radio. And join us on another episode next Thursday at 9 p.m. on whatever we talk about. And please shout out your podcast.
ROTM Podcast.
They're dope.
Yes, comes out every Wednesday on audio, which is Apple Podcast and Spotify, and then it also comes out on YouTube 12:30 every Monday. The page you can find it at is ROTM Podcast with 2 T's, so ROTM PODCASTT. You can send email as well, ROTM Podcast at gmail.com. I almost forgot.
It's okay.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
And Koti, you want to shout out your spice?
Yeah, so Kotiande, KOTIANDE. You can follow the spice page at Pili Pili Spices on Instagram. We're about to launch really, really soon. We have 12 spices in the catalog.
Wow.
And there's no preservatives, no fillers, 100% natural. So talk to me spicy.
Ooh! And on that note, we out.
Okay,
that was a
I need so good, I don't mind the commute. I'm fucking with you, put a hold on the scalp. But if you act up, I'ma let the dog out. Keep you as a main.